And before Robin left the house that night, I overheard her make a telephone call.
Michael.
And that call was to you.
She wanted to know if I had any contacts in the police department.
And you called Rudy Cunningham.
Well, I called the guy I called. I was trying to help her. I had no idea.
You didn't connect those dots.
If I had known, I would have come forward with it.
Your Honor fans, Lamont Tyson back to break down, give you an ending explain for Season 2, Episode 7, Your Honor. This thing just keeps getting better and better and escalating at every step. And this whole thing with Charlie Figaro and Michael, two of the best granddaddy voices in all of Hollywood. My granddaddy, Michael. And Michael Desiati with his Thor Odinson daddy voice. You knew about Robin. Love that interaction between them. And I'm here to say, I don't think Charlie knew anything for real. I think he really made a mistake, that he really was not trying to have Robin killed. I think that just was a great mistake. But we're going to break it down in this episode. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also download the podcast. Everything I put on YouTube is on the podcast. Let's start from the beginning. My main man, Eugene, hits the door of somebody that I swear I saw a showrunner say wasn't coming back on this show. Miss Lee. And I love seeing Miss Lee. I like Miss Lee. I thought she was a pleasant surprise last season. Well, she's back. Because Eugene lands at her door, shot the hell up by that damn punk ass Rudy, who we learn is at the head of a lot of deaths. He's one of these criminal cops. You know, he's an angel of death cop, and shot poor Eugene. And the only place he could turn is to the one woman that tried to help him out last season. That's the homegirl Lee. And I wonder, will Lee be feeling a little better about Michael when all the truth comes out about everything that's happened? Post your comments, let me know. The cop that a lot of people was getting confused last week for Rudy, this Walter Buckwheat Beckwith, done pulled over Michael and is harassing him. And at first we're thinking, we don't know who this cop is at first. And we're just thinking maybe it's just a normal pullover. And we instantly and quickly learn, ladies and gentlemen, that Beckwith knows exactly who the hell this is. He knows that this is Elizabeth's car, and he's pulling Michael over because him and Elizabeth went to KJ, and he wants to silence these two. And while he's pulling her over, Nancy is trying to call Michael. And ladies and gentlemen, let me apologize for all the harsh things I said about Nancy having rocket raccoon eyes, because this character has made me happy this episode. She's made a comeback. She is not the Nancy I pertain her to be in previous reviews. I'm satisfied with this character. She's calling Michael while he's in the middle of being deposed and detained by Beckwith. Beckwith gets him out the car, pulls him over a phony charge, phony allegations, and throws him in the backseat of the car. And through that interaction, we learned that Beckwith is as crooked as the letter C, and he planned on getting Michael either way you look at it, and probably was going to get Elizabeth too. We get back to the house with Lee and Eugene, and because Eugene is bleeding so badly, Lee calls her homegirl that's an OBGYN, and she's like, honey, what the hell you want me to do? I deliver babies. I don't suture up black men. I deliver babies. And if we can't get this bleeding to stop, we're going to have to get him to the emergency room. And that's exactly what they do. They take him to the emergency room. They're trying to avoid that because they don't want the cops involved, because Lee knows how crooked these cops are. Lee knows the whole story, and she's trying to avoid it, but to no avail. We get Big Mo talking to one of her crew members who was cutting up the balloons, and she lets him know that they done lost a body, a little kid, man, it's sad. But more importantly, he reports to Mo that Rudy is on the loose. And writers, let me just give you guys all the credit in the world. Some of the lines you've given characters on this show, just outstanding, immaculate, especially Big Mo. After he lets Big Mo know that Rudy's on the loose and Eugene is on the loose, she said, oh, hell, we in the eye of the hurricane now. I mean, just iconic lines. You writers did a hell of a job, and nobody wants to see you not take this thing to some more seasons. Come on now, help us out. Then, one character that I'm ready to see die because she's getting on my nerves, which means she's doing her job. This Gina Baxter. Get her the hell up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Get her the hell up out of her fit ass. Look like she be running and lifting. She is so mad because Fia is sick of this family. Fia done took her baby and left. It ain't gonna be no baptizing baby Rocco. Ain't gonna be none of that. And I like how she left the baptism outfit right there in the bed with the damn shoes, perfectly neatly placed in the middle of the crib. She done took her baby and she is gone. And Gina Baxter is hot. Do you hear me? She wants her family back. And I always roll my eyes and I say to myself, you fucking hypocrites. When you get these criminal organizations that try to make it seem like their family is better than anybody else's family, why? If anything, your family's worse. You and your family is contributing to illegal money, killing, gnashing of teeth, and all kinds of other ill things going on in the world. But because you've got that wealth from ill-gotten gains, you all of a sudden think that your family is holier than thou. And I'm enjoying her twisting in the wind while her daughter and grandbaby is gone. It is made clear to Jimmy that Eugene is back. He's somewhere. He's in the wind. He's been shot. And Jimmy is not thrilled that a situation that was supposed to have been handled by Big Mo is no mo. And he tells Big Mo, basically, we about to go to war. And Big Mo hits him with another just immaculate line. And I'm paraphrasing, something on the lines of, you know, to have a stalemate or that keep your guns down or something that takes two. And I was just sitting back eating it up, ladies and gentlemen, eating it up. Eugene lands in the ER and Lee is frantic. She's talking to the attendant nurse, telling her, look, we can't say that this dude is who he really is. And the nurse understood Lee. Lee was able to break through. And the nurse said that this kid was a Mexican boy and Mexican adult. And we just knew that wasn't going to fly, ladies. That shit was not going to fly. We all knew that. Was there a second thought? And then we get Rudy coming up on Big Mo, who just gives him the finger from her breast, the breast finger from hell, because he's wanting them to handle the situation with Eugene. She's like, the best thing for you to do is to take your ass on up out of here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. Rudy's career is about to be over because he done grandstand and told everybody he handled the police business, got rid of Eugene, this big bad killer on the loose, and he's not handled. And so there were several people that told Rudy, you need to just keep your ass running down the street. Big Mo was one of them. We get a scene where Lee is talking to Eugene, and Eugene's like, don't leave me. You can't let me go to jail. You can't leave me. Them police gonna get me. And then we get old Roscoe P. Coltrane over here questioning, hey, y'all said it was a Hispanic in here that you put in here. He's clearly not Hispanic. He's a little black boy. And of course, phone calls was made to this dude who rats, fake ass mall cop, probably don't even got a gun. And when he rats, look who shows up. Murphy. Detective Murphy shows up. Eugene's in the bed. He gets an eye full of Murphy, and he leans up out the bed like someone shoved a hot poker right up his hind parts. Look at the look on his face. Damn. But because he was screaming and hollering, he was able to get Lee to come back in the room that shielded him from Murphy. Murphy's in the wind, on the road. He's shitting bricks. He's crazy. He's upset. He don't know what to do. So he calls Charlie Figaro, the mayor. Mayor tells him, I think you should just keep on rolling. You know what's going to happen if everybody found out that you lied about getting rid of a victim. You should keep on rolling. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Murphy just got to keep on going, man. Murphy don't get no repentance for all the wrong he's done. Just keep your ass running up and down the street. We get back to Michael, and Buckwheat Beckwith is getting ready to kill Michael, okay? And this is the moment that Nancy became my friend again. Nancy tracked Michael's phone, figured out why he wasn't answering, and takes out Beckwith And along the way, she decides to torture him because she knows good and damn well you working with somebody else. Now, us as the audience, pretty much we all was thinking that it was working with Rudy. We kind of figured that. And so he wouldn't talk. They take his phone, use his eyeballs to get it open, and boom. That's when we realize what's going on. And now the hunt is on for Detective Murphy with Nancy on the case. And I trust now. I would want Nancy to be the kind of person to protect my ass because she plays by the rules. But when she needs to get dirty because it's dirt on the ground, she gets down there and she rolls in it and gets back up and stands clean again. Nancy, way to go. We have a little Mo sighting. He's alive. And I do believe that lady he was hugging with the short hair, I think that's his mama. And he's in here with the family just telling them, he wish he would have got them balloons off the street. And I'm wondering if this is him saying that he's done with the street game. But he daps up his crew. The crew is looking at him like, bruh, I'm sorry I had to be a part of what happened to you. And Little Mo's basically like, that's okay, man. Be with your family. You lost a loved one. I understand that. Business is business. Do your thing, bruh, but I'm here for you. Post your comments on what you think is going to happen to Little Mo. What is he going to do? What's his next step? He's going to go to school? Is he going to try to get vengeance? I'm just happy to see that the brother survived. Even though they beat his ass so bad, his face looks like a bat. All you got to do is stick wings on it and he'll fly away. But he survived nonetheless. Jimmy cuts a small deal with the family from last episode. And basically, once he gets his little district up, that's when they got to go. He forces them to take the deal on the phone. They said, hell to the yeah, we're going to take the deal. And what was funny to me was the way he was eating this damn spaghetti. Man, that must have been the best damn spaghetti in all of America because he was lapping it up like a dog licking some water out of a bowl. And I guarantee you Gina Baxter didn't cook this. We finally figure out where Fia is going. Fia went back to the pastor who, for me, last episode felt like that maybe the pastor had a little bit of feelings for her. And in this scene, he's just telling her, you need to go where your heart is at. You have nowhere to go. You feel isolated. There's always somewhere to go. He gives her a great talk about what he went through along his journey in life. And I think that gave her a little bit of hope that there's still some good out there. There's still some good people I can turn to. And we later see where she goes. Nancy done popped up at Detective Murphy's house. And she learns a lot from Detective Murphy. Number one, you the one that had the hit done on Robin Desiato. But then he mentions the situation with Eugene, and Nancy winds up putting 2 and 2 together to figure out just exactly what's going on. And he basically says, look, man, I ain't going to no jail. And then we hear gunshots and they pan away from this actual scene. And we get Michael Desiati outside hanging behind Murphy's car. Nancy comes out. And turns out they're saying that Murphy committed suicide. Now, Nancy had her gun ready and drawn. There is no way in hell he was able to unholster his gun, commit suicide while Nancy's got the gun right in his damn face. Post your comments on if you think Nancy did it. Nancy did to Murphy what Beckwith was trying to do to Judge Desiati. Let me know. And then we see more of Jimmy unveiling his plan. I think Jimmy is isolating Gina Baxter. He done took away the man she was screwing, his right-hand man, Nathaniel. He's taken away her son, and now her daughter and grandchild have gone away, and I'm assuming that Victor Newman Conti done gone back to wherever the hell crypt hole he came out of. So Gina is all alone, and Jimmy has isolated her. And in this same scene, she tells Jimmy, leave this house. Don't you come back in here until you come back with my daughter. And this scene with him standing in the mirror was just as fucking iconic as they come. Man, Your Honor, everyone on Your Honor, from the writers, the showrunner, the music, the outfit, wardrobe, you guys knocked it out the park. This was an iconic scene of a antagonist right here who looks to be unfolding an intricate plot that is going to take Gina Baxter the hell up out of here. I would not even be surprised that in the next couple of episodes, he teams up with Big Mo to take Gina out. Post your comments and let me know how crazy y'all think I am with that. And then we get the scene that I opened up this review with between Charlie and Michael. And Charlie, for a minute there, started to feel like he ate the canary, okay? Like he was, he was sweating bullets because just 2 episodes ago, he was digging in Michael about all the things that could tie him in trouble. And now that he had a little bit of knowledge of what was going on with Robin's death and never said anything, Michael's letting him know, bruh, you didn't think that your detective would have something to do with taking out my wife? And I honestly believe Charlie. I don't think Charlie really had anything to do with it. I think Charlie really and truly was just trying to reveal his contacts. I really do. I do believe that. And the thing was, Robin wanted those police contacts to give her some backup in the event something happens. Well, guess what? He called the wrong cop. That cop was as crooked as the letter C. And you know what? It ended in the death of Robin. And I'm wondering, is this friendship over, ladies and gentlemen? What you think? Is the friendship done? Post your comments, let me know. And then in the very end, the one place that Fia feels like she can get solace and be away from craziness is with Michael Desiati, which is why she's sitting on the doorstep in the cold holding her baby. And Michael had a look on his face like, I need this family in my life. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, just wow. So please be sure to post me all your comments. I'm going to get a trailer breakdown up probably tomorrow because there's a lot of clues about what's going to happen in the next episode. Look like it's about to be a war between Gina and Big Mo, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to see Gina take the bucket kicking properly. Do you hear me? Don't forget to like the video. Please comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. Download the podcast. Till that next Sex is Hell video, Your Honor and everybody involved, y'all knock this shit out the park. Loving it. Please come back. I'll see you.